Good afternoon. This is capital of Babylon, and like I said, I'm not gonna make this a long, drawn out video. I just want to add some concerns in the Bible. I was reading, and I've been reading quite often. Like I said, I'm just trying to, um, like I said, I'm documenting my journey, trying to find out who the Most High is, and trying to get a closer relationship with Yah, who y'all call God, and learn who Yahshua is, y'all call Jesus, and try to get a better, because there's no real there's not a lot of people that actually try to tell you how this walk really is. You really have to dig down in the Bible, and then you got to search your heart and find out exactly, who am I first, and then then once you figure out who you are, then you got to judge and actually weigh in the balance of your character traits and who you are, who the real you is. And I think that's a lot of people struggle with. But that's not the topic of my video. I want to actually talk to y'all about how in the world did the Pharisees and the Sadducees find Jesus all the time? You know what I'm saying? I was always curious about that. And it's been bothering me for a long time, because we get to read, and you just read. I kind of skip over through the Bible, so I read some out of the New Testament, and I go to the Old Testament, and I was like, but this constant thing just comes to bother me. It don't matter where Jesus was, or y'all call Jesus, no matter where Yahshua was, that they always seem to find this dude. And it kind of bothered me for a long time. Like, how in the world are they finding this dude? And I'm just trying to put two and two together, man. I just thought it was like, now, in the Bible talk about Judas Iscariot, and how he betrayed him at the Garden of Gethsemane, but I'm starting to think that dude had been betraying him the whole time, because those not being somebody that betray somebody. That means you for something like that to happen at one time. It means something you had to do to him, or that always been a part of your character the whole time. That means And they said, and Yahshua knew he was a betrayer from the get go, but I never put two and two together. That this dude had probably been betraying this dude, because this man walked across the water, went across the sea, and went to a whole nother side of the countryside, and they still found this dude. He get to healing people, and then next the Pharisees and Sadducees find this dude. I'm like, how in the world is this happening? And I'm like, and they not following them, because when you read in certain verses, it tell you where that him and his disciples are certain places. So the Sadducees couldn't have been around, so they had to find out some kind of way, and it's just something that always puzzled me for a long time. That how did they always find this dude? You know, and I know his fame and all the people he healed and all that stuff went down through the what's name, but they still had to find this dude. He walking and going through his journey or whatever. And most of the time, these people on foot. So I'm like, how in the world is they constantly find this dude so fast? So to me, it had to be somebody that's close to him. So I think it's kind of like, man, you really got to be careful. The people that you call friend, and the people that you call your buddies, and the people that you hang out with, do they truly got your best interest at heart? Just because they look like they going the same direction you going and doing the same thing you're doing. This reminded me my last video. I talked about every man's work. They can be tried in fire. That whoever you say you are gonna come out. And that's why I stress the fact that to make sure that people that you put in your circle, that you don't call them friend, or give them certain access to you until they've been tried by fire. That means they need to know that when things go bad, I can truly count on you when I call. Like if somebody passed you right there, or my car break down, can I call you and say, "Okay, man, I need you to come pick me up, man," and you do that, you know, or you need, or my child need to be picked up, and I can't get out of work, I need you to be there, or my child in the hospital, I need you to go do this, and I need you to go do that, can I trust you to do that in my life, can I trust you with the most sacred parts of who I am without hearing it from somebody else? So that's the thing that kind of puzzled me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, this dude was around this man to some of the most intimate parts of who he was, and once the truth truly came out, you know what I'm saying? Because he couldn't have believed in them. I think some people just along for the ride. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what I'm saying in a nutshell. That you got people that's out here just along for the ride. They don't really have no true intentions on being your friend or being somebody that you call a close confidant or somebody you confide in. They just in it for the ride because remember that he's healing the sick. He done fed people, with 5 fishes and 2 loaves of bread and all this access, to if any infirmities they had, he can get taken care of. So what this video is about, just make sure you be careful who the people that you let into your circles. And I know you hear this a lot in a lot of videos but just don't let it be you. Search your heart and make sure you that person that it can count on and be that person that if need be, you be that person that save you, that you say you that friend or that family member, that you be that truly who you say you are. We know people gonna have fallouts. You know what I'm saying? We all have fallouts, but just make sure that you're not that person that's considered the Judas of your group. If you look at the civil rights movement, a lot of people don't realize that a lot of the fallouts of the civil rights was due to betrayal. A lot of Judases was in those groups, look just like us, and they helped the CIA, uh, uh, break up the groups like the Black Panthers, Martin Luther King in his walk, Malcolm X in his walk, and Medgar Evers. They everybody knew what happened with him. Yeah, it was so it's a lot of Judases walking around here, and you really have to continue to pray and ask the Most High to give you wisdom, knowledge, and most of all, not just wisdom and knowledge, but most of all, discernment, and that He can show you who those people are before anything. And not that you don't have to address them; they're gonna always, when the dust clear, when you get tried by fire, you'll find out exactly who they are. And then you got to make a decision where you want to keep this person around or not. And then some people you got to let the Most High deal with them. Like in my previous video, the Most High can do way more worse than what you think. But think about it, you got to be careful with people you give access to your life. Like I said, especially the most intimate parts of who you are. Or those things, because that stuff get out and they can hurt you really bad. Like I said, I'm not going to hold y'all long, but just think about it, you know what I'm saying? It's just something that's always bothered me. You know, I wouldn't go into a whole lot of Bible verses or nothing like that, but just want y'all to consider the ones that's searching for the Most High, continue to seek and ask the Most High to open your heart to who He is and find out who He is. And I guess He'll show you who He is. And that's what I'm trying to do, trying to document my journey. As I got a lot of knowledge of who He is, but just trying to learn how to walk in the Spirit and walk in who He is and learn how to be obedient. And everybody's not going to understand this. I mean, that's okay. I'm okay with that. But, the Bible predicted that, you know what I'm saying, that the last days, a lot of people are going to go cold and they're going to be a great falling away from the faith. And so I'm already anticipating. We don't anticipate a whole lot of likes and not no TD Jakes or no Joe Osteen or nothing like that, the guys like that, man. But I ain't out here trying to seduce nobody or trying to take money from somebody, man. I just want somebody to hear, learn who the Most High really is and be okay with it. You know what I'm saying? Learn who they are, build a relationship with them. But other than that, I'm out of here, y'all. I love y'all. Peace.